Isaac, Isaac, Isagay, you are the most remarkable creature, or machine, or person on this planet. There is no limit to the good you can do. Please, for the sake of everything, help me, help you.
My diagnostic systems are open for you, Dr. Qatar.
Next time they shine your light in the sky, don't go to it. The bat is dead. Bury it. Consider this mercy.
Tell me. Do you bleed? You will.
Welcome to another edition of the Katarlal podcast, where we do podcasts, stuff, watch along, streams, and some other uh, s- cool stuff, content. And welcome, Sergeant Girantina. How are you, my friend? And yes, before we start our watch along, we're on the road to 500 subs, and replay crew are most welcome. And thanks for subscribing. And Yeah. Now we have we're doing the watch along for Batman Mask of the Phantasm from 1993. Mhm. This is one of the first movies that the DCAU made during those years, during the 90s. And the this stars the voices of Kevin Conroy as Batman, Bruce Wayne, and Mark Hamill as the Joker. And Sergeant Guillotina says, I'm all right, Qatar. HMDS canceled the stream that they had 30 minutes ago because two of their guests got sick again. God, I hope nothing like this happens last minute or a day or two before March 12th. Yeah, I wonder what kind of sickness they got, but still praying for them to be all right. And yeah, make sure you have your uh, vid players on Batman, the Mask of the Phantasm. Make sure it's on zero, and you can use any uh, viewers, any players out there in the web. You can use uh, Max. You can use Amazon Prime or others. You're free to use anything. And we'll start in five, four, three, two, and one. Yeah. The WB Family Entertainment logo. I remember watching this movie in the theater way back in 19 way back in 1993. I was married for a year, and I needed some time to relax from work. The story of from Alan Burnett. Screenplay Alan Burnett, Paul Dini, Martin Pasko, and Michael Reaves. So why am I not getting? All right, it's still there. The streaming versus Qatar. Oh man, have to find another player because this one seems to be not playing well. Man, this is embarrassing. All right, let's shift to another. Let's move to another network. Okay, let's on it. Okay, it's time to play. So someone is here in my back. The my cats are being pesky this time, and Shift Network. All right, let's start again. hmm All right, let's start again. The graphics of this movie is A plus. Honestly, Batman: The Mask of the Phantasm, story by Alan Burnett, Martin Pasko is one of those writers in DC Comics back in the day. He did Detective Comics after or before Steve Englehart took over. Music is by Shirley Walker, the lady who brought the classic Batman the Animated Series theme song with that punk from Oingo Boingo, Danny Elfman. So just to sync up, our timestamp is 1 minute 45 seconds. I remember the animation style from Warner Brothers, and they made the what you call that the art in in black. Then they painted it just to make a good dark and classic effect for Batman. I feel that the animation style here never actually dated, never grew old on me. It's old school, but the animation and the light and shadow effect of this movie is so good. Now we see the Phantasm. The Phantasm is somehow based on the the character of the Reaper from Batman Year 2. This is so cool. Classic, classic animation, and somehow the internet is not working well with me. Yes. Timestamp 3 minutes and 57 seconds. But somehow the animation, my network is going bonkers. It's going haywire, man. I wonder why. I started okay. It's lagging. Quality of this stuff. So what's happening? What's happening to my internet connection? If all doesn't go well, probably use Max. Man, I need to oh man, and too much noise in the background. There it is. I'm using Max. Oh man, shifted to Max. And I'm starting again. They should have it's sorry about the noise. Okay. Bill Finger hasn't been credited as Batman creator during 1993, so life's strange that way. Music by Shirley Walker again. So I'm not. Eric Radomski and Bruce Timm are the directors of this film. Like I said before, this is a stylized anime, really cool, really classic looking, based on the similar to Max Fleischer's Superman from the 1940s. So basically, I'm staring at my two of my cats who are freaking playing in my bed. Hmm. So as I said earlier, the phantasm the phantasm design is based on the Reaper from Batman Year 2. Cat person loves cats, Sergeant, and everyone loves cats. I do too. Yeah, my wife is a dog person, and I'm a cat person. So we have lots of cats. We have new kittens born for that was born 4 days ago, and out of the four, only three survived. One cat died this morning. It was such a sad moment when one of your kittens dies. Anyway, we're back. This is the scene where Chucky's soul, was it Chucky's soul, dive out of the building, and the characteristics of Kevin Conroy's Batman is awesome. He plays Dark Knight, he plays detective, he plays brawler. Yeah, it's Chucky's soul. Chucky's soul died. So they're using Batman as a campaign pose to win some uh, government office. Of course, the style of the design for this is, in my understanding, is quite modern nostalgia. Freaking councilman. I feel that the story is somehow based on some old Batman comic story. So Wayne Manor is being used for social gatherings, parties, and such. The I word engagement. Yeah, right. So Bruce Timm and Paul Dini has have the portrayal of Batman of Bruce Wayne down to pat. Look at how he plays the playboy fop, and we have Sin Havoc. in the chat. Well, well, well. Man, these classic DCs are all we got. It seems that Warner Brother Pictures has gone dark. Another day, another domino falls. They're selling WBD in installment. And yes, Sin Havoc is right. I told you so. Man, how many months have we been waiting for those news? And it just proves that Sin Havoc knows what he's talking about. Years ago, the fire sale has begun. I've been doing my watch alongs podcast since late 2022, early uh, 2023, and Sin Havoc has been saying this the longest. It has begun. Another bad news for the DCU is that it seems that they won't be attending SDCC, San Diego Comic Con. What? Laughing my ass off. Yeah. So this is the first time Bruce met Andrea Beaumont. Andrea is a head case. Sorry I'm late. I was cleaning and finishing dinner. That's okay, man. I was having trouble with my internet connection again. Streamline StreamYard is being bugged somehow again, or is it my connection? Yeah, Andrea is beautiful. But Bruce really knows how to pick him. Bruce dressed up like the Black Hood from Archie Comics or Red Circle uh, is all reminds me of how Christian Bale uh, geared up for his first rooftop adventure. Actually, in Frank Miller's Batman Year One, he didn't use the Black Hood mask at all, but he did have his black gear and disguise. So still good. Believe it or not, there are groups of so-called DC fans who hate Batman, and that's why they have their ally in James Gunn, who is doing projects no one asked for. Yeah, that's nice to hear. This is your favorite Batman animated movies of all time. Yeah, this is quite good. Sin. This movie is quite good. So let's just sync up our timestamp. 12 minutes and 59 seconds. And I'm using Max this time around. And I wonder why Max is being cheap on us. This is not even on HD, or this is SD at best. So you know that we forgot to do the label. Sorry about that. Anyway, this is the first animated Batman movie that hit the theaters back in the day. And I remember during those days, we have unlimited movie time in the Philippines. Yeah, if you arrive late or early, you can repeat the movies as many as you want. Usually, my dad sleeps in the theaters watching the movies he like. I went to see this movie in the theaters too. Honestly, I don't think if I think I watched this 2 or 3 times in the movies, just like I did Batman '89 and all the Batman movies before the prices went up. This is Batman and Andrea flirting with each other. Alfred is voiced by Efrem Zimbalist Jr. During those years. So Bruce remembers Andrea, and we switch scenes to a cemetery. The car reminds me of the anthill mob from Wacky Races. Unlimited movies. Yeah. If I own a movie theater, I would just open it, just let it play just for me, or if you open it, they will come kind of scenario. The name Chucky Soul also appeared in the one of those new 52 Batman movies. Bronskis. Bronsky is another comic book mobster who made it to the big screen. Mr. Bronsky. I wonder, it will be cool if we learn the origins of the Phantasm, her training, her equipment. It's actually weird that they didn't explore that part of her origin. They only have her motivation in mind, like revenge. Mr. Bronsky. I think the Phantasm uses a voice modulator to sound male. Another murder. This is why Bruce and Andrea never worked, because she's a killer. They thought the bat was the killer because somehow Batman has a monopoly of dark, winged character. I remember the comic book I have for this. I think it's still in my box somewhere in storage. So the Jim Gordon says that the Batman doesn't kill. Period. He hasn't met uh, Michael Keaton's Batman, and we have DC Talk 82. Just stop by to show some love. I'll be going to work soon. Thanks for dropping by, the main, and you're welcome anytime. Yeah. Thanks for your support, my friend. Good Batman movies, stories revolve around him honoring his parents, and he saw Andrea. Andrea is beautiful, and now she knows that Bruce is Batman. The councilman hid Andrea from Bruce. Punk ass. Good thing Bruce knows how to read lips. How to read lips. That animation with the rain falling, the water going through Batman's chin, awesome. It's just awesome. The US has this vision of the future that's all uh, sunshine and flowers. Honestly, ever since the 40s, they have that dream, and it shows with their movies. Yes, in incredible animation. It reminds me of Dennis Cohen's art when he did The Question, and also Frank Miller when he does the backdrop of rain in every panel. Now Bruce sees the prototype of the Batmobile. We have a visitor now. It's my brother-in-law. Okay. Timestamp is 24 minutes and 45 seconds. Especially compared to recent debacles like Cringe Commandos. Cringe Commandos, of course, is I don't know, man, a failed experiment. It If it was successful, then WB would promoted. So this is Bruce meeting Mr. Beaumont, who's who runs Shell Corporation that launders money. Minutes matter. What? The watch hours of Creature Commandos. Viewing hours is lesser than what they expected. So that's why it's a flop. Flop. Yeah. So this is Bruce showing off his Batman persona, probably by mistake. That Bruce Wayne, is more Batman than Adam West. And looks like my internet web signal is wonky again. It's a good thing they did The accelerator hand in the right. I remember Norm Brayfogel's art for an issue of Detective Comics where that's a blooper in his part. The flashback. Bruce is having trouble adjusting. Psyche was another scoop from he didn't see being happy. He didn't see being happy as an issue. Yeah, it continues. StreamYard versus Qatar. Globe Lines versus Qatar. It turns out the councilman is under the pockets of the mob, the Valestro family. Hey, Brogu. Hey, Qatar, your internet is not working. Your internet experiencing the power of Brogu. Remember, when you see me, it's already too late. I'm forever night. Yeah, it's not working, Brogu. Undo your Jedi mind trick. Sergeant Guillotine says, Brogu, been a while. Where have you been? He's been hiding in a cave. O'Neill Adams. Salvatore Valestra. Sa familiar name. I diapered your bottom. I blooded well Otto. Man, Alfred is having his British wit all over him. Also, Qatar, I was looking to have our Our buddy Brogu joined me on a panel to talk about the original show, that what Iger has done was wrong, but it's up to him. You better watch out. Right, Brogu, that's an open invite for you. Yeah. Sergeant says next week to be exact, along with Esmeralda 2003, but she's busy in college, sadly. Yeah, well, what year was the original Snow White? Yeah, I remember those are classic. That's a classic cartoon. Yeah, 1937. And still, the classic, uh-oh, the classic Snow White is much better than Rachel Zegler's version. Man, this is going to be a wild year. 4 minutes and 50 seconds. We see a Joker without his makeup. He's he's portrayed as a mobster. Brogu said Sergeant Giratina, work has been kicking my butt with this project, so I probably won't be for you. That's sad but good news, Brogu. So Sergeant said, "Thank you, Brogu. The original animated Snow movie of all Disney. I technically like Sleeping Beauty. That's the one I saw in theaters when I was a kid." Sargent says, Mask of the Phantasm is a classic too, and does reveal Joker's backstory. A hitman indeed. This is actually in line with Jack Nicholson's Joker. Sleeping Beauty 1959 is a great animated movie too. Yeah, it's if you have a Disney princess movie, that's for the everything else are for girls. Yep. And we see Salvatore Valestra entering the old dilapidated city of the future in Gotham. And Joker. Mark Hamill has been playing Joker even in real life this past few months. Yeah. Man, it's almost March. What is happening? So what happens? Maniac. The Joker. Sin Havoc says Mass of the Phantasm was supposed to be a live action film. That's so cool when they actually made a live version. And now the confrontation between two lovers. Yeah, trust Sin Havoc. Sin is right. Shit. He read lips and read them now. So StreamYard is back with its old ways, always going against me. I hope my next stream, uh, Thursday night here in the Philippines, will be okay. I'll be having Fate in Comics number 16 with the Bishop, Dennis Williams, The Joker is portrayed as as a mobster, as a chemist, as a great swimmer, as a clown. Sin Havoc said it was originally supposed to come out after Batman 89, and then it was brought back up after Batman Returns. Unfortunately, it never took off. What could have been? Yeah, what could have been? Although I think I think is too small. The Joker is amazing in this movie. Yes, he is. This scene alone, when the Gotham PD is chasing Batman, reminds me so much of Batman Year One by Frank Miller. The time when Batman was going up against the Gotham PD in his early career. Yep. Let's check the timestamp. 44 minutes, 49 seconds. Harvey Volok is was popular to use back then in the comics here in this animation. I think he was created by Doug Menk back in the day. I'm not sure. Sloppy cop. Someone's playing in my room. The order is shoot to kill. Bullock is an idiot. Brogu says, "How have you been, Qatar?" I'm technically tired. My wife and I are doing caregiving stuff for my sick and paralyzed mother-in-law. Yeah, it's hard, but someone has got to do it. And we're showing the kids that how to take care of old people, so that when the time comes, if that time comes, well, you know who taught them. Harvey Bullock is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yes, of course. But there was a time when he was with Checkmate back in the day. The reboots, the retcons that DC put their heroes through sort of is redundant and sometimes It's unnecessary. They just make excuses for continuity errors. Yeah, every time. The Joker, bodyguard, hitman. I like him as a chemist or a comedian or what. The Joker's origin is multiple choice. There's that comic book, The Three Jokers by that snake Jeff Johns. Didn't work. Then there's also, I remember, a comic book. Um, Wait, Brogu, send a chat. I'm sorry about your mother-in-law. I hope things get better, Qatar. You will be blessed for your wonderful spirit of caregiving. Yeah, thanks. Sin Havoc said, retcon time. It strikes again and again and again. Yeah, retcon. Did you see the new costume for Batman? I mean, blue and gray, as if he changed his color with the comic books. I think the nicest costume was when Batman wore black in comics. Source blessed and namaste, mom-in-law. Yeah. Texan. She's still alive there in her room, and but her this is her third stroke, and somehow this is far worse than the first one. The second one was just mild, but this one is Rogo said, Qatar, would you like to see Batman with color? I'm old school, all black from head to toe for me. Yeah, all black, like the ones they use after uh, the prodigal story arc with Dick Grayson's in the 90s. Blue and gray, maybe that's what Gunn wants his Batman to look. Yeah, and I think Jorge Jimenez is man, he's a great artist, but probably gave in to some sick joke that blue and gray will work, and they changed the bat symbol on his chest again. I like black the black bat symbol with the yellow oval. That's my Batman symbol. It's classic. It works. Somehow in the modern world, having Batman in colors blue and gray, it doesn't really work for me. How can he be a ninja with that bright, almost bright colors? I mean, Adam West has a dark colored cowl and cape. and it worked well with the gray, and Batman deduced that the Joker is the one messing with the Joker was the one who killed Andre Beaumont's father. Timestamp 53 minutes, 3 seconds. The brighter Batman colors works, in my opinion, with a Dick Grayson Batman over Bruce. Man, they really plan to be a bright Batman. How can he how can he use the shadows if he's bright? Think about it. Not the babe. The Joker knows who the Phantasm is because he was the one who killed old man Beaumont. Man, we have in the comic books today, we have Absolute Batman and the regular Batman comics. The Absolute Batman is this big guy who has a sort of symbiotic costume, a symbiote, so to speak. Yes, Arthur has been drugged with the Joker venom, and Brogu says, "My kindred spirit is Batman. Kindred spirit is Batman. I am forever night. I am Brogu. No color for either of us." Probably James Gunn wants a super friend colored Batman. Yeah, you remember the Super Friends, right? The Super Friends. My God, still classic, and it's all about nostalgia. The IP is the key, just as we've all been discussing all these months. The ZSJL IP is key. Do you think Warner Brothers and DC will sell the rights of ZSJL to Netflix or Other streaming services? Only time will tell. And since Gunny universe seems to be unraveling before our eyes, they've gone dark. Warner Brothers went dark. Why? Because DC Studios is gonna flop? Why has it affected uh, the whole WB uh, s- studios? Isn't aren't why? Yeah, the studios have too many cooks in the kitchen. That's always been a problem for DC in particular. I remember the time when they shifted from Peter David's long-haired, full beard Aquaman to return to his orange and green costume because of some executive wanted to release a toy line or something. It's all about it's all about toys for them. It's all about cash. And that's the part where Andrea witnessed the death of his father by the hands of the future Joker. Brogu said, "Yes, I remember the Super Friends. Why? If you leave it up to James Gunn, he will make Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot the Wonder Twins. Hey, wait a minute. That might be pretty cool." Man, are you infected with the Hamada verse virus? Just be reminded that when they kick out Zack Snyder from DC, it all went downhill. And the only reason why Aquaman made a billion is because uh, they thought Zack was involved. He was actually executive producer, but Jeff Johns was handling the reshoots, the rewrites. So no, Sinhavok says no. That would be cool. That would be cool at not cool at all. Nope, nope. No Wonder Twins. That would not be cool at all. Yeah, not cool. Yeah, nope, 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 nope. It would be Hamada Burgers. And notice that all of the Hamada Burger films are didn't make the cut. We have Shazam flop, Birds of Prey flop. What else? The Suicide Squad flop. Peacemaker, YouTube numbers, you see it all the time. Then and we have Sean Franklin. Hi, Sean. You see it all the time in movies that no one wants to see, and producers. Yep, Sean is here. Okay, Sergeant. Subscribe to Sean Franklin's YouTube channel. Click the link below. Thanks, Brogu. What would vengeance solve?
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, 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 you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Yep. Upward failures. You see it all the time. No, 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 no. Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot could put their hands together and make it shit up. Wonder Twins create a bucket of water and a saber-tooth tiger. Man, Brogu going wild. Are you watching Batman Mask of the Phantasm? Yes, we are. Our timestamp for the movie right now, Sean, is 1 hour, 5 minutes, 34 seconds. And Sin said, Shazam, Birds of Prey, The Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, Aquaman 2, Blue Beetle, Black Adam, flop, including Flash. Don't forget the Flash, Sinavo. Those are Hamada burgers, so flops. Yep, our Brody Brogu is having the time of his life. Yes, he is. The flop. Imagine that's where they spent all the money that they could have spent for the completion of ZSJL 2 and 3 and the Flash movie, another flop. Yeah, like it or not, good or bad, the Flash is a flop. Sean Franklin asked, "Have you watched Conjuring and the Annabelle movies?" I watch the Conjuring 1, 2, 3 plus the Nun 1 and 2. And what else? Uh, La Leonora, that one from James Wan. Wonder Woman 84, another flop. Yeah, I think it's sabotage, internal sabotage. Is Conjuring 4 already out or not? I think I think not, right? That's seems to be the final Conjuring film coming soon. Remember, Peter Safran produced all those horror stuff. That's why he feels that he's one of the good producers for WB. And boom, Mass of the Phantasm went out in 1993, while Batman's and Robin Sub Zero was shown in 1995, but it was already on home video. Flop after flop. But Batman Mask of the Phantasm was not a flop, although I think this could have made more if it was direct to video. Yeah, Batman's lonely, he's a lonely boy again. In the comic books, the Phantasm appeared in one of those stuff that that asshole Tom King wrote. Honestly, it's the locket pendant that he gave Andrea. Just it just means that somehow, somewhere, Andrea Beaumont is alive, and she is alive. The the Phantasm made could have made a good Electra character somehow for Batman, and this, of course, is the classic Batman ending. Batman strengthening his face to see the bat signal. It's time to swing over Gotham skyline. And that's it. That's it for the show. So this was nice. I rate this movie as an 8/10. Yeah. How about you, Sin? Yeah. This is good. So, wow, Sin Havoc, 10 out of 10. Yeah, I know it's your favorite Batman animated movie of all time. Yeah, I think it's all about the voice of Kevin Conroy. And this was an amazing movie. Yeah, it does feel that way, Sin. And welcome to my Gotham skylight skyline with the bat signal on it. Anyway, as background, one of my favorite Batman animated movies of all time. Okay, so like, share, and subscribe to this channel. See you on the next podcast. Uh, Tomorrow I'll be doing a recorded video about on my Fate Talks about the origin of demons. I'm starting to do that series in my Fate Talks. Demons are coming, and the next is on Thursday night Eastern time, Friday morning 9 in the morning. It's Fate and Comics with the Bishop Dennis. See you then, guys. See you all then. Cell is the way. And yeah, Mikey verse forever. Mikey was right. So is Sin Havoc. Yeah. See you guys.
They look alive to me.
Because I saved them.
Well, that's why I waited until you were there. I got the information I needed. No one died. I did it your way.
He does have a point.
I know it got lost in all the confusion, but we still have some issues to settle here. There are only heroes and there are villains.
You think yourself a hero, but you would let these criminals go free.
Heroes don't kill people.
Well, I do.